Once again, this is Black Authentic Truth. I'm bringing I'm bringing up Russian icons again. I want to talk about the fact that black people were in Europe. I want to hit that point. This is I'm doing this video because the first video that I done when I covered this book, in the comments, people, were kind of agitated and irritated with me saying that black people were in ancient Egypt. I'm sorry, ancient Europe, if you want to call it that. Why it's so important is that the story that we've been told for so long is that particularly white people, Caucasians, are the ones that created civilization and all of that, and our government is ran based off the Greeks and the Romans. So learning the history that black people were ruling in these places flips the common education, or the idea of what we've been taught for so long. It's something that seems very foreign because you wouldn't think that black people were in Europe. But what you'll find out is that the original Greeks were black. The people who were the original Greeks were a dark-skinned race, you know. But the educational system, and due to iconoclasm, which is the destruction of these images, the repainting or the whitewashing of black images and turning them white, there's a lot of confusion and there's a lot of miseducation. So this book right here is Russian Icons. You can get this book for $1,000 plus. I just looked up some prices, and books like these. This is not the only book. This book is expensive, but this is not the only book. Um, and no, I didn't pay $1,000 for it. My brother, Captain Quam, he actually got this book for a real low price, real decent price. He actually came up on it. And shout out to him because I didn't have this book for a minute now, and he knows that I love books, I love history, I love to read. So yeah, shout out for that. Yeah, so what they would do is, I'm gonna put a picture up. They would go in and they would repaint the images, like images like these where you see these are dark skinned people. They would repaint them and turn them white. So yes, this is something to be studied. This is something to be researched. This is something, this is not the only book. You can find icon books everywhere, and they're very affordable, where they document the true history of, what I would call, ancient Europe, or the beginning in the European society, um, the Byzantine Empire, things of that nature. These document that time period. These icons, they document those times. And see, this is a prime example of how you would whitewash. Now you see the original, it's black, and you look at the hair, and then they'll lighten the face, and they'll turn the hair to a tan color as if he's a blonde or if he's a redhead, because it's kind of hard to do it with the old paint. The paint they have today ain't the same paint that they had, so it's kind of hard to give it the look. But if you look at the features, it would be very easy to just turn this white, and people will believe that this was somebody that's white. But the point of this is just to prove that black people were in Europe. That's the point. This book is called Veronet by Maria Anna Music, Musiku. Hope I'm not butchering it, but I probably am. The Veronet of the Moldavia, the Veronet of the Moldavia of Princess Stefan the Great and Petru Rares is one of Romania's medieval monuments, which has rightly won for itself a place in mankind's universal heritage by offering a remarkable synthesis of the spiritual, cultural, and artistic patrimony of a nation in a crucial period of its history. So, this book documents a monastery in Romania. And on this monastery, it is covered with images of royalty, of angels, of demons, and basically what they look like. It is definitely, parts of it have been whitewashed. Definitely. Parts have been whitewashed, but there are some that are not whitewashed. So this is the monastery right here, right? And it's covered in paintings, depictions of the people of that time period. So clearly, these were Negroes. You can even see the froze. You even have an image of Judgment Day with the ranks, I guess, of the Lord and the angels. And then down at the bottom, a river of blood. And who is this? Right? I guess this is the Lord right here on Judgment Day. And here you have an angel. And even right here in this image, it looks like the angels are rounding up demons and a certain race of people. I'm going to let you be the judge of who they rounding up. Right? So the point is, there's another angel blowing the trumpet. The point is that black people were in Europe. That's the point. Now, this is another book, The Negro Rulers of Scotland and the British Isles, by John L. Johnson, Dr. John L. Johnson. So this book documents black rulers in Europe. Not only does it document black rulers, it also records their bloodlines and their heritage. They recognize King James as being black, but what people don't understand, King James was towards the end of that history of black people ruling. This book is called Nature Knows No Color Line by J.A. Rogers. Nature Knows No Color Line by J.A. Rogers. Germany and Belgium. Look at this. Holland. These are Negro quotes. These are family crests of Negroes, of houses of Negroes. This is their family crest, their coat of arms. These are the symbols of black families ruling in Europe. Ruling in Europe. Black people on the throne, ruling royal houses. You know, like Game of Thrones? These is black people ruling on the throne. And you know they black people, look, they representing with they bandanas. Representing. Who else you know wear bandanas? Who else you know wear earrings in the nose and in the ears? Niggas do. Negroes in coat of arms of noble families. So this is just to prove that black people were in Europe. Black people not only were in Europe, they were ruling on the throne. It's not expensive to, you know, find books that give you that history, that break it down, give you images and illustrations, and prove that black people were in Europe. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to Black Authentic Truth. Make sure you support a black man doing some real things.